I'm excited to bring this video to you today. It's going to be on Beginner 101 on how to get more flexible by doing just some simple everyday exercises we can do from our home, from our couch, from our bed. So stay tuned. Here we go. So as I said in my intro, this is going to be some beginning exercises for beginners. Let me give a disclaimer first. I'm not a trained professional in any way, shape, or form. Always check with your doctor. You know your limitations, I don't. So only do what you can do and make sure it's cleared with your doctor and it's good for your health and whatever conditions you may have. So please bear that in mind. I'm just going to show you some simple exercises that we can do every day at home while we're watching TV or watching YouTube, whatever we're doing. And I hope you enjoy them. If you would like to see more videos like this in the future, I'd be happy to do them. I love them. I feel flexibility is so very critical to the mature community. And the more mature we become, the more important it becomes. Because our biggest fear as we age is falling. Because if you break a hip or something, oh boy, that is not good. And I know that most seniors fear that. And the main cause of all falls is balance and flexibility. If we don't have good balance and flexibility, we're at a much higher risk of falling. Now, this video is not on balance. I'd be happy to do one on balance. This is just mainly on getting things opened up, opening up your joints and becoming more flexible. So let's get started and the exercises will begin and then I'll come back and give you my beauty tip. Okay, so we are going to start off with some light beginner exercises that you can do while sitting down. Because number one, a lot of people are wheelchair bound or have trouble standing for any periods of time. And also, we sit a lot sometimes. Say we're watching YouTube videos on our laptops or our iPads, and we're just sitting or watching TV. And while we're watching TV or watching videos or whatever, we can be moving to keep our joints flexible, which is so important. So these are a few just very basic beginner things that you can start to do and incorporate into your day if you choose to. So let's start off, say, with the ankles. You know, your ankles, I mean, gee, they carry you all day long when you're on your feet and walking or dancing or whatever you're doing. But you'd be surprised that the feeling that you get when you do these little minuscule exercises and it actually gives you a little burn in the ankles and you think, golly, I thought my ankles were strong. So very simple, very basic. So say I'm sitting here watching TV or something. I'm going to take my ankles and I'm going to make circles to the right. I'm just going to do about 10 of them. I'm going to try not to move my actual legs, my thighs. I'm concentrating on the ankles. And I'm doing about 10 of these. Then I'm going to reverse it. And again, try not to move the legs. Concentrate on making little circles with your ankles. And I'm telling you, even after 10, mine are burning. Yeah, they are. All right, then I'm going to flex my feet up and down, up and down. And I'm going to do that 10 times. And I can really feel that in the back of my legs, up the hamstring and up behind my knee. I can really feel it. It's actually burning. So, all right, that's just another simple thing. Just to get those joints more flexible and open them up. All right, so that takes care of the ankles. Now, when it comes to the hands, first we're going to do fingers. And stretching your fingers is very good for your joints. So I'm just going to open them as wide as I can and then relax them. Open wide, stretch as wide as you can, relax, wide, relax. Do that about 10 times and you'll feel it. You'll feel it pulling in every finger. As simple as this looks and sounds, it's so good for your flexibility. So, okay, we've done that. Now, we're going to do a few things with our wrists, where we're going to be turning them to the right and to the left. Now, the way I like to, you could just sit here and do like this and just roll your wrist 10 times in one direction and then roll them 10 times in the other direction. If you want a little more out of it, and especially through your shoulders, extend your arms out like this, flex your wrists where they're pointing up like this, and then start rolling them. And go backwards about 10 times. And try to keep your arms straight out to your side and not a lot of bend in your arms, because you want all the tension to be on your wrists. And just roll that, and then turn it around, reverse it, and roll it forward. And again, try to roll just your wrist, not your arm. We want to have the tendency to do this, but since we're focusing on the wrist, that's where we want our roll to be. So that's another one. Again, you can do this while you're sitting there watching your favorite TV program. Now for the shoulders, and stretch across the back and for your arms. So you take your arm, I'm going to take my right arm here, I'm going to bring it around like this and rest my hand right here on my back. Okay, then I'm going to take this arm on my elbow and push it up, push it as close to my neck as I can. And if you can only get so far, that's fine. Anything helps. If you want to go a little deeper, take a deep breath, and when you exhale, you'll see you can push in a couple more inches. So let's do that. I'm going to raise this up. I'll take a deep breath. When I exhaled, I was able to bring this to where my arm is touching my neck. This arm is supporting it, and my hand is going further down my back, like so. And try to hold that there for about 10 seconds if you can, and then relax it. Do the same with the other arm. Take your arm. I'm touching my back. My elbow is pointed right here in front of me. I want this part to go across as much as I can. Just do the best you can. Anything helps. So I'm going to take this arm and I'm going to push and push. And I'll take my deep breath. And when I exhale, I've got that clear up to my neck. And I have such a stretch all across my upper back and through my shoulder. And that really feels good. Very good. So those are a few things you can do while sitting down. There's many other things you can do while sitting down, watching TV or whatever you're doing. But these are just a few to start with, to begin with, to get things moving, to open up our joints, and most importantly, to gain that flexibility that we so desperately need as we mature. Okay, I'm going to do some floor exercises, just a few. So I'm going to get down here on the floor. Now, First of all, just say you like this. If this is all you can do, that's okay. If you can, try to pull your feet in a little bit closer. Okay, so if that's all you can do, that's fine. Press down on your knees to get that stretch and flexibility through here. If you can do a little more, come in a little more and do the same thing. Sit with that, push down on your knees and hold it for a few seconds. You'll feel the burn all the way down here. And again, if you can't get in any closer, that's perfectly fine. If you want to try to get in a little closer, to advance a little, take a deep breath. When you exhale, grab your ankles and pull them towards your crotch. So, okay, I've got them about as close to my crotch as I can. And I'm going to lean forward a little. I've got to just lean forward. And I'm going to hold my shoes, the tips of my toes, and I'm just going to lightly bounce. And I'm telling you, the pull through here is unbelievable. And I'm going to do this where I press down on my knees. And then you can walk your hands forward, try to touch the floor a little. If you want to go down further, slide your feet out, slide your hands forward. Keep going, take that deep breath. When you exhale, it gave me another 3 inches down. And you can do like that and just keep walking your fingers the best you can. Okay, now, here's another one. I'm going to put one leg out here to the side. I want to bring this leg as close into my upper thigh as I can. And so I'm going to pull on that. If this is all you can do, this is perfectly fine. And press on that knee. Just, you can feel it when you press down like that. Try to get your knee flat to the floor and just hold it. That again gives you a great stretch in your hip. If you want to go deeper, or can go deeper, bring that foot closer. Line it up right there with the top of your thigh like this. Okay, so you've got that. As you do that, your knee's already on the ground. You don't have to push it down. Excuse me. So the closer you pull that in, this goes down. And then you can stretch from here. So what you would want to do is turn in the opposite direction is what this knee is facing. So I'm going to turn this way. And I'm going to turn and twist and do like this. And then I'm going to come back the other way. I'm going to put my right hand on this left knee. And I'm going to put this hand behind me. And I'm going to push on this knee and pull so I can twist around as much as I possibly can. Again, if you can only do a little, that's okay too. Then let's try to stretch this way. So you lean forward on this knee, which is on the ground. Got your hands in front of you. You will feel the stretch all the way up your inner thigh here, and you'll feel your hips opening up. If you can, walk your hands out as far as you can. Anything helps. And the more you walk them out, the more you feel the pull here and the flexibility. So continue to try to walk them. Again, do the best you can. And if you can, take that breath. And you can actually touch your nose to the ground and be all the way down with a fantastic stretch. All up your arm, down the middle of your back. It feels fantastic. So that's another thing that you can do. Take it slow, work up to it. You don't have to be at the highest level. Start out at the beginning. That's the very best way. All right? And then I'm going to do this. Now say you're sitting, if you can cross your legs like this, that's great. And so we want to take one leg right here. I'm going to take my right leg and I'm going to hold it up. I'm resting it under this arm. Okay. Then I'm taking my shoe here, the toe of my shoe, and I'm going to try to pull this as close to my chest as I can and continue to raise. So I'm going to raise a little and I'm going to come in. And I'm using this to brace under my knee. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to try to get as close as I can. So I'm going to take a deep breath and see if I can get this to touch my shoulder. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. And it worked, that deep breath. Now, my right butt cheek is really burning. I really have a good stretch going on in that hip. But this is up high, it's going straight across me, and this is to my shoulder. And it feels fantastic. Please do not worry if you can't get to this point. You don't need to. You'll get the same benefit if you're out here. You're still getting a benefit. And you can work with it like this, and each day try to get it a little bit closer, and do that on each side. All right, now we're going to move on to just one or two standing things. So let me get up and we'll do that. Okay, so now I'm standing, and what I want to stretch is my back, my arms, and my shoulders. So I'm going to clasp my hands in the back like this, okay? And then what you want to do is start leaning forward. As you lean forward, your arms, you're raising them. Get them just whatever's comfortable for you. It should not hurt, but you should feel the burn, that it's working. So go down as low as you can. Every time you go down, you want to raise your arms another inch, 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 as much as you can. And that really opens up your shoulders and your back. It actually feels absolutely wonderful. I could just stand like this for an hour because I love the stretch. And then come back up. If you can't go that far, that's okay. All you have to do is lean forward, and as you do, raise your arms as far as they can go. If they can only go up a couple inches, you're still going to feel it. It's going to make a difference for you. So that was that one. So I hope that these are simple enough that I've explained them well and shown you that you don't have to be some exercise guru to get any benefit. Not by a long shot. Anything helps. Anything that we are keeping open, or joints and whatever. You know, there's shoulder rolls that you can do while you're watching TV, frontward, backward, things like that. And like I did with the wrists, the fingers, the ankles, all those things. They're small, but they make a mighty difference. All right, just a couple more. These ones will be laying on your back. I thought I should add something where you can actually do while you're laying in bed. Well, you could do all these laying in bed, really. So this one, you just want to lay back, and my knees are bent. And what I want to do is just bring them up. That's all. Just, again, try to get them close to your chest. Don't raise your head. Keep it flat on the floor. Take that breath to get them in a couple more inches. And see if you can get them there. If you can't, just having them like this is great for your hip flexors. It really makes a difference. Then what you want to do is put one leg down, take the other one. This is sort of like the exercise we did earlier, where we're pushing the knee down and bringing the foot up. So right now, this knee is resting. This foot is resting on this knee. And what I want to do is bring it close to my chest. Now, of course, you can do this, raise this leg if you want to, or leave that one stable. Grab your heel, put this around your ankle to have a good grip around your ankle, and you want to pull forward and up. Now, again, you want to get as close to your chest as you can, but even right here, oh my gosh, my hips, I feel it. So let me take a deep breath. And I've got that about as close as I can get it. And I'll do the other side. Same thing, I'm going to grab my foot. I'm going to raise it a little because I want to open up my hip all through here. I'm going to wrap my hand around my ankle. And here I go. So I'm going to bring this forward as much as I can. Take my deep breath. And that's about it. And my hip is stinging, but in a good way. It's a good burn because I know I'm adding that flexibility. So that's just another way. Sometimes I'll bring my legs up. I'll grab each foot like this and just stay like this. Pull down on your feet. You'll feel that in your hips. Raise it if you can. Pull down again. Raise it if you can. Pull down. Just do as much as you can. You're going to feel it all the way down, and you really will increase your flexibility. So that'll be the last one I'm going to show you in today's video. So I hope you enjoyed these simple exercises. Again, they're just basic. It's just things you can do while you're watching TV, or you can stand at the kitchen sink while you're doing dishes and just flex up, go up on your toes, and then lower your heels, up on your toes, lower your heels. There's so many little things that we can do throughout the day. When you're walking from your bedroom to your living room or kitchen, as you're walking, stop and do a little squat. It can be a tiny little squat, but just do one. Continue walking a few more steps, do another one. All those things help in building our flexibility. So I always like to leave you with a beauty tip at the end of each video. And I'm going to stick with the theme of this video, which was being flexible and trying to expand on what we can do because we all have limitations. And so I go inside with that and I think about my mind and my heart and how can I expand both of those? And there are many ways that I can expand every area of my life if I choose to. I can expand my love, how deep I love, how strong I love, and how I show that love each and every day. I can expand on kindness. I can expand on gratitude. I can expand on surrender, which I need to be more flexible on surrender. That's definitely one of my weak points. I have a hard time surrendering things. I hang on to them, and that's not good. So that's an area I'm working on the inside. There's many ways. I'm sure you all have your own. You know what they are. And so each day, at the end of the day, think about it. After you've done a few of these exercises, even if it's just rolling your wrist while you're watching the show, you've done something. And you should be proud of yourself that you accomplished that. But then in the evening when you get in bed, just take a moment and go inside yourself and think of an area that you can exercise in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit that you can grow and get better at, because you will if you just focus and pay that some attention. So I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really enjoyed doing this video and hope to do some more of them. I really appreciate your time with me. So until we meet again, this is Sheila, the old girl, signing out. See ya!